very soon, it will be crowded in your home. Your neighbors are. Archangel Michael says, the energy surrounding your home is shifting fast, and something unexpected is about to happen. You may have felt the tension in the air, the strange noises, or the sudden change in how your neighbors look at you. This is not just a shift in routine, this is the beginning of something greater, something meant to awaken you before the crowd arrives. Your home, once a sanctuary of peace, is now being watched more closely than ever. They've noticed things, your growth, your blessings, your favor, and some have grown curious, while others, envious. That crowd you never expected is already forming in silence, right next to your walls. The voices next door aren't just casual chatter anymore. There's a reason the lights stay on longer, and people are standing near your gate for just a few seconds too long. They're talking about you, but not all of them are speaking from a place of goodwill. A gathering is coming, not the joyful kind, but the kind that comes with layered intentions. They're disguising interest as concern, observation as friendliness, and plans as mere coincidence. But Archangel Michael has stepped in to uncover it all before it's too late. Your home has been marked by divine energy for a long time, and it's attracting more than you know. What you don't see is the frequency it emits, drawing the jealous, the curious, the hopeful, and even the hidden enemies closer. That's why it will soon be crowded, not just physically, but energetically. What's more shocking is that your own neighbors are at the center of it all. They smile, they wave, they ask about your well-being, but behind their curtains, your name is in their conversations. One neighbor has even been recording your movements for a reason they haven't yet revealed. Archangel Michael says, a conversation took place 3 houses away just last night, and your name was mentioned more than 10 times. It wasn't about a celebration, they were planning something they think you won't see coming. But Michael has already seen it and is preparing you for the response they never expected. The neighbor with the blue curtains? She's not as innocent as she pretends to be. She made a phone call to someone with influence, asking questions about your work, your background, and your finances. She's not curious, she's looking for a way in. Another neighbor, quiet, hardly speaks, has been hired by someone from your past to watch you. His job isn't to hurt you physically, but to gather everything he can and report it back. They are plotting something, but they have no idea you are being protected from above. Archangel Michael says, they underestimated who you really are. They thought they were dealing with someone ordinary. But now that your favor is becoming visible, they're overwhelmed by fear masked as curiosity. There's a reason people you barely know are suddenly showing interest in your family. They're not interested in your well-being. They're looking for an opening, one that lets them step inside your space and disrupt your stability. You've already seen the signs: a stranger asking odd questions, a sudden invitation to a community meeting, a delivery that wasn't yours but still ended up at your door. These aren't coincidences. These are part of a slow, deliberate entrance strategy. Your home is about to become a battleground of attention. Some will come with gifts, others will come with gossip, and one specific visitor will pretend to have good news but is actually testing your reaction to a hidden threat. You must guard your energy. Guard your front door, but more importantly, your spiritual door. Because the crowd coming isn't just of people, it's a movement of motives, some divine, and some deceitful. Archangel Michael says, the time of silence is over. You are being moved into a phase where the truth will pour into your home like a flood. And with it, clarity will separate real allies from disguised enemies. They thought you wouldn't notice the change in tone, the delayed greetings, the sudden presence of people who used to avoid you. But you've grown. And with that growth comes revelation, and soon, confrontation. A neighbor is planning to host a small gathering and will accidentally invite you, hoping you'll reveal something. Don't fall for the bait. Your presence is their trap, but your silence will be your greatest shield. They've also taken note of when you leave, when you return, and even what lights you leave on at night. Be cautious of who watches when you lock your gate. Be alert to who always seems to run into you when you step outside. There is one woman who walks her dog every evening and slows down near your door, not just to admire your plants, but to listen in. One man stops to tie his shoes, but only when your windows are slightly open. They are watching, and the crowd is forming. You must understand that your blessings have made you noticeable. Heaven placed favor on you, and now, those without discernment confuse it with fortune. They want what you have, but they don't know what it cost you to get here. Soon, a knock on your door will not be what it seems. It may come as a delivery or a simple check-in, but it's more than that. Someone is trying to get inside, both physically and energetically. And yet, you are not afraid, because Archangel Michael stands at your gate. Every time they whisper, he writes their names. Every time they plan, he exposes their intention in the spirit before they can execute in the natural. Someone in your neighborhood even tried to impersonate a friend of yours to get information from a relative. They failed, but they might try again in a different form. Stay sharp. Ask questions before you answer any. The reason your home is targeted is because it glows in the spirit realm. The light you carry is too bright to go unnoticed. Even angels pass by your window and nod in recognition of the assignment on your life. But be warned, the crowd will come not to celebrate, but to collect. Collect details. Collect doubts. Collect energy. Do not give them any. Hold your peace, and let Archangel Michael fight in silence for you. Very soon, a man in uniform may stop by with a form to verify your location. He may seem official, but his intention is to collect more than verification. Use discernment before answering. Another neighbor will claim she saw something suspicious near your house, but she will be testing your reaction. Don't feed her story. Let your stillness be your answer. Archangel Michael says, even if it gets loud, do not shout. Even if it gets strange, do not panic. Even if it gets crowded, do not move. You are covered. The reason they are so focused on your home is because they sense something is coming, and they want to be nearby when your breakthrough happens. But breakthroughs cannot be stolen. And what's meant for you cannot be duplicated by gossipers or imitators. They might send fake blessings, odd gifts, or food as tokens of goodwill. Be wise. Do not consume anything that doesn't feel right. Not every sweet thing is pure. Your home is going to experience divine rearrangement. Yes, it may be crowded soon, but only those assigned by heaven will remain. The rest will fall back once they realize they have no power over your promise. Even one of the closest neighbors you trust may soon reveal a different side. Don't be shocked, it's all part of the revealing. Every false friend, every hidden spy, every planted observer will be exposed. And when it all becomes clear, Archangel Michael says, you won't have to lift a finger to defend yourself. Your protection has already been written into your atmosphere. Every whisper against you will become noise that destroys their own credibility. Hold your ground. Keep your home filled with peace. Do not react, respond through silence, strategy, and prayer. Because very soon, the crowd will arrive. And when they do, let them see that what they thought they could disturb, only glows brighter under pressure. And lastly, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Stay alert. Stay covered. Archangel Michael is watching every shadow around your door. Archangel Michael says, even though the tension is building and eyes are silently watching your every step, do not let fear find a place inside your walls. Your home is surrounded not by mere bricks and cement, but by divine walls built from your prayers, your patience, and your purity. They may approach with disguised intentions, but they will walk away confused and defeated. The moment one of your neighbors steps into your space with false concern, your spirit will know. You might feel a sudden chill, a tightening in your chest, or a shift in your mood. This is not anxiety, it's your divine radar. Heaven is fine-tuning your awareness now, so that not even one word will slip past your discernment. They are gathering not just for gossip but for strategy. A woman 3 doors down has printed your photo from a social post and circled your house on a map during a secret meeting in her living room. What was said in whispers will soon be shattered by the roar of truth that comes from above. One man with gray shoes and a black notebook walked past your home twice last week. You may not remember his face, but Archangel Michael does. That man is not random, he's a hired eye, placed by someone who can't stand your rising and is desperate to predict your next move. The truth is, your elevation has offended many. Some expected you to remain quiet, hidden, and small. But now that you're walking in the light you were born to carry, they're struggling to accept it. Instead of healing their envy, they've chosen to gather and conspire. But Archangel Michael says, what they gather in darkness will dissolve in daylight. The moment they step too far, divine interference will crash into their plan. You will see sudden cancellations, unexpected illnesses, and blocked communication. It will be divine delay, stopping their deceit before it can touch you. There will be attempts to provoke you. A neighbor may accidentally spread a rumor. Another might try to involve you in a dispute that doesn't even concern you. Don't bite the bait. Your silence will speak louder than confrontation ever could. You are not meant to shrink when they stare. You are meant to shine even brighter. The crowd coming will not understand how you remain calm under pressure, how your peace remains untouched by their noise. That's because you are covered by an unseen army. Inside your home, strange noises may increase, doors creaking, glass clinking, sudden thuds with no clear cause. These are not ordinary. Some spiritual activity is trying to distract you, distort your peace, or break your concentration. Light your space. Clean it. Pray aloud. Your voice carries power. A neighbor will soon try to gift you something sentimental, something that once belonged to someone else in the community. Do not accept it. It carries energy not meant to sit in your home. It is not generosity, it is an anchor to entangle your space spiritually. Archangel Michael says, "The plans of your neighbors will fall because they are built on shallow jealousy, not solid truth." Heaven always defends what is divine. You are being watched not to be harmed, but to be honored in front of those who underestimated you. Some will pretend to be friendly only to record your words and twist them later. Speak with wisdom. Not every conversation requires a reply. The less you explain, the less they can use against you. One woman has created a fake story involving your name. She's preparing to deliver this to an online group chat that includes local residents. She wants to cause a shift in how others perceive you. But Archangel Michael has already touched the heart of someone in that group, and they will expose her before she can go too far. Do not worry about being alone in this. You are not. A divine helper is already among your neighbors. They are watching the watchers. They will send you a subtle warning soon, through a flower, a letter, or a word spoken in passing. Pay attention. The crowd that's coming doesn't realize they are walking into a place that has been sealed by grace. The more they try to invade, the more they will find themselves repelled, confused, and turned away. Your home is spiritually firewalled. Very soon, a surprise inspection or official-looking person may appear at your door. Don't rush to answer. Take your time. Ask for credentials. Verify intentions. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, it is. A family in your lane is secretly dealing with financial ruin, and they blame you for their losses. They think your blessing somehow blocked theirs. This lie has formed the foundation of their resentment, but they don't understand that your light came from pain, not privilege. Archangel Michael says, prepare now, not by packing bags or building fences, but by strengthening your inner calm. The storm is near, but it won't touch you. The noise will rise, but it won't confuse you. The crowd will gather, but it won't shake you. You are being elevated publicly, and with that comes public friction. Let it not move you. Let it refine you. Every attempt they make will only testify that you are someone to watch, someone to follow, not someone to fear. If you felt heaviness in your home lately, that's not just stress, it's energetic residue from visitors or watchers who linger too long. Clean your mirrors, rearrange your furniture, speak life into each room. Reclaim the space with authority. The noise may increase before the silence returns. Let it. This is part of the spiritual uprooting. Your angels are digging out every root of sabotage, every thorn of confusion, and every weed of manipulation. Someone will accuse you falsely soon. Not in public, but through whispers, through misrepresentation. But Archangel Michael says, I will shut every mouth raised against you, and they will turn on each other before they can touch your name. You are not fragile, you are fortified. This is why the crowd is uncomfortable. They expected you to collapse. Instead, you're glowing, growing, and grounded. That's not arrogance, that's alignment. And when they finally gather, let them see the truth, that your home is not just a building, it is a territory marked by heaven. And no scheme, no slander, no shadow can change that. Soon, one of your closest neighbors will approach you with a forced smile. Their eyes will carry a different story than their lips. Watch their body. language more than their words. Archangel Michael says, the energy of your home is sacred. Guard it like treasure. Not everyone who knocks deserves to enter. Some are not visitors. They are scouts for someone else's envy. And remember this: as your protection intensifies, your gifts grow, and your name rises. You do not owe anyone access just because they are nearby. Proximity does not equal trust. Be still. Be wise. Be guided. You are not alone in this. The heavens are aligned. The angels are deployed. And Michael stands with his sword drawn at your doorstep. If anything arrives at your gate unexpectedly, a gift, a letter, a stranger asking for help, don't rush. Discern first. Some things come as bait, wrapped in smiles. Your patience will protect you. The crowd will come. The questions will rise. The eyes will linger. But you will remain unshaken, because you've already been warned and divinely prepared. And once again, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Let them gather. Let them whisper. Let them wonder. You are watched, yes, but not just by them. You are watched by angels, covered by light, surrounded by fire, and crowned by truth. Your home is not their playground. It is a throne room for your coming victory. Archangel Michael says, the moment they cross the invisible threshold of your space with hidden motives, the spiritual boundary will reject them. They will feel uneasy, restless, or even dizzy, not because of your attitude, but because the atmosphere of your home no longer welcomes darkness in any form. You didn't just decorate your house, you anointed it. There's one particular woman who will soon pretend to be in crisis, asking to come inside to make a call or use the bathroom. Do not let her pass that door. Her entry is not about the favor she asks, it's about what she carries and hopes to leave behind in your energy. This same woman is working in cooperation with another who recently moved into your neighborhood. Together, they've been watching not just your patterns but your guests, your deliveries, your phone habits, and even your silence. They can't figure out why you're so calm, because what they don't know is that Archangel Michael is intercepting every attack before it hits. Another neighbor is attempting to organize a friendly get-together, specifically selecting the date around a moment they know you'll be at a spiritual or emotional high. It's not just a gathering, it's a data collection mission. They want to see what you say, how you carry yourself, and whether you are still growing in favor. They want to copy, but can't duplicate. Someone may soon show up claiming to be with a survey from the housing association. They will ask unusual questions that have nothing to do with property. This is an informant, trained to gather pieces of your life to build a false narrative later. Don't fear them, recognize them. Archangel Michael says, your walls have ears, but so do the heavens. Every word spoken against you is recorded and echoed in the spiritual realm. Every lie formed in secret is being dismantled in silence. And every scheme being formed right now will fall flat on the ground where it was conceived. Do not underestimate what your stillness is doing. Your silence is not weakness, it's the thunder before heaven's roar. You are not responding out of fear. You are watching from a place of royal discernment. Someone in your lane is going through spiritual backlash for touching your name. You may notice they've fallen sick, or that chaos has started in their own home. It is not your doing, it is a direct result of divine law. Touch not the chosen when they are covered by fire. The moment this crowd grows large and loud, heaven will dim their volume. You will begin to see apologies that feel forced, gifts that feel strange, and friendliness that feels hollow. All of this is a last-ditch effort to blend in before exposure. Your neighbors are feeling the heat of what they tried to plant. They assumed your rise was luck, but now they see that it's legacy. You are not just blessed, you were born to break patterns they never had the courage to challenge. Archangel Michael says, one individual is especially obsessed with entering your space, taking pictures, just for memory, or offering help out of kindness. Be vigilant. They are not after connection, they are after control. They want to insert themselves into your energy to manipulate and monitor. A car may park near your house for long hours in the coming days. Different drivers, same purpose. They are not lost. They are not waiting for someone else. They are drawn by spiritual curiosity, but repelled by the divine guard surrounds you. You will start to notice things, lights flickering, pets acting strangely, dreams becoming intense. These are signals from the spirit world, warnings and confirmations that the spiritual crowd is growing bolder because they know time is running out. One of your visitors will try to leave something behind, a pen, a scarf, a cup. Do not keep it. Dispose of it. Cleanse your home afterward. Some objects are intentionally left to anchor bad energy and open subtle doors for spiritual interference. But the great news is, you've already won. This crowd doesn't know you've been trained for this moment. You've suffered silently. You've wept privately. You've been broken and rebuilt. And now, you are spiritually unshakable. Archangel Michael says, there will be a public event or celebration near your home soon, and your absence will be noticed more than your presence. Some will talk. Let them. Even your silence is being used by heaven as a trumpet. Do not attend every battle you are invited to. Some of these neighborly gestures are simply traps to test your reaction. But you've outgrown the version of yourself that needed to prove anything. You no longer answer to suspicion. You respond to assignment. You may overhear conversations through windows, through walls, or in your dreams. Pay attention. Not all information comes through normal channels. Some is downloaded spiritually as preparation for what's coming next. And here's what's next: separation. Heaven is about to divide your environment. Those with wrong motives will begin to disappear. Their schedules will shift. Their interest will fade. Their access will be denied without confrontation. Because when your home becomes a dwelling place for truth, lies cannot stay long. There will also be one unexpected ally in the neighborhood. Someone who has been watching the crowd gather, but not from envy, from protection. This person will step in quietly and alert you at just the right moment. Archangel Michael says, this person is sent by divine timing. They may not speak loudly, but they carry the same vibration as your calling. And when they step in, everything hidden will become revealed. Your house is becoming a fortress, not through walls, but through wisdom. You don't need to argue. You don't need to accuse. You only need to be still and aware. That's how you win this battle. And when they finally realize that your glow cannot be dimmed by proximity, that your peace cannot be stolen by petty spying, and that your spirit cannot be broken by whispered campaigns, they will retreat. Some will try to apologize. Others will pretend they never watched. And a few will vanish completely when they realize their power over you was imagined, never real. In the days ahead, stand tall in your home. Clean it spiritually. Protect your door. Watch for strange gifts, awkward visitors, or anyone who seems too interested too suddenly. Because yes, very soon it will be crowded in your home, but heaven has already written the guest list. No one can enter unless they are meant to, and those who came to take will leave empty. And finally, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are seen. You are guarded. You are chosen. Let them gather. Let them guess. Let them go. Your home is not their concern. It is God's dwelling. And you, beloved, are fully and eternally protected. Archangel Michael says, though the eyes on your home are multiplying and footsteps grow more frequent near your gate, you are not surrounded by chaos, you are surrounded by prophecy. The enemy tries to convince you that this crowd is a threat, but heaven is using this attention as a stage. This is not the beginning of your downfall, it's the introduction to your elevation. The same crowd forming to confuse you will be the same audience that witnesses your breakthrough. They gathered to gossip, but they will end up watching glory. One of your neighbors is preparing to film something near your home. You might hear the excuse of a vlog, a social campaign, or even a real estate feature. But the real reason is much deeper. They're trying to capture the energy around your environment, to see what makes your home feel different. Your home radiates divine alignment. Even people who pass by casually feel it. Some are drawn to it with awe. Others become uncomfortable and don't understand why. That's because your space carries a signature of spiritual favor that can't be faked or erased. Archangel Michael says, there will be an accidental slip soon. Someone in the crowd will reveal too much. You'll overhear them mention your name, your schedule, your habits. It will feel eerie at first, but don't panic. This is part of the divine exposure. What was hidden is now surfacing. You will begin to notice strange movement in your neighborhood's group chats or social circles. A question about your whereabouts. A suggestion that you're involved in something you never agreed to. All of this is manufactured confusion designed to shake your confidence. Do not be moved. Instead, upgrade your discernment. Listen carefully, not to what people say, but what they avoid saying. What they pretend to not know. What they laugh off nervously. These silences will speak volumes. There's a man who keeps walking his dog along your street at the exact same time every day. He's not there for the dog. He's there for intel. He has been sent by someone who once knew you but now watches from a distance, waiting for an opportunity to come back through someone else's eyes. Archangel Michael says, you don't need to go into hiding, you need to stand firm in your authority. When you walk through your door, walk like someone who owns the atmosphere. When you speak inside your home, let it echo confidence, not fear. Even now, someone is planning to visit under the pretense of catching up. But their real purpose is to assess whether you're still in alignment with your promise or if they've weakened your spirit with their spiritual spying. They'll notice quickly that their plan failed. A major shift is coming within your street or complex. A few residents will suddenly move out. Others will begin facing strange delays and stress. What they don't know is that their spiritual interference has boomeranged. The atmosphere has changed, and now it's uncomfortable for anyone with double motives. You will feel it too: lightness, clarity, peace, especially after one particular family leaves. They've been masking hostility under politeness for too long. Their absence will feel like a weight has lifted. Archangel Michael says, don't be surprised if your name is brought up in a meeting or discussion you weren't invited to. You are now the unspoken focus of many. Some are inspired. Others are intimidated. But all are watching. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. You've endured the fire. You've survived the silence. You've stood your ground while being misjudged. Now is not the time to shrink. Now is the time to expand, even while the crowd grows. Someone who once ignored you will now seek your advice. Be polite but cautious. They are not looking for wisdom, they are looking for weakness. They will try to find holes in your confidence, your story, or your energy. Don't give them any. Let your boundaries speak louder than your words. The woman who parks her car opposite your home and scrolls on her phone isn't bored, she's reporting. Someone who lives far away has asked her to monitor your traffic, your visitors, your deliveries. But she will fail, because heaven has already blocked her. Line of influence. Archangel Michael says, the more they try to monitor, the more heaven will blind their vision. Soon, strange tech disruptions, broken signals, and communication failures will begin to plague those trying to spy on you. They thought they were watching you, but it is they who are now being watched by divine forces. And as this crowd intensifies, they will begin to turn on each other. Those who joined forces to observe you will grow suspicious of one another. They'll begin accusing, doubting, and exposing each other. This is not your doing. It's spiritual law. What starts in deception must end in division. Do not engage in the drama. Your focus must remain strong. Clean your home physically and spiritually. Light a candle in every room. Speak protection over your roof, your windows, your walls, your bed, and your entrance. This season is not about confrontation, it's about consecration. Archangel Michael says, one evening, when you least expect it, a loud commotion may occur outside. It might be neighbors arguing, a disruption on the street, or even authorities showing up. Do not be alarmed. This is the divine reset, a removal of influence, a cleansing of territory. After that night, you'll notice your sleep becomes deeper, your dreams become clearer, and your home feels lighter. The crowd will still talk, but they won't have access. The door is spiritually shut, and only those who come with pure intentions will be allowed through. Soon, someone will tell you, I don't know how you stayed so calm during all of this. Smile, nod, but know the real reason. Archangel Michael was standing at your gate the entire time. And one last time, remember, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your house is not under attack, it's under divine surveillance. Your spirit is not in danger, it's being trained. Your life is not being stolen, it's being sharpened. Let them watch. Let them whisper. Let them wonder. Because soon, The same crowd that surrounded your home will have no choice but to witness the miracle happening inside it. And they will say, "We should have never doubted. We should have never tried." Your home is not a target. It is a temple. And it is sealed by fire. Fire.